The Hawaiian Comedian presents. I've been doing comedy for over 23 years. And I've been on the road. I've been in different cities. I've been different things like that.
We're here to talk about everything, man. The topics you talk about with your friends, your family, questions you got for us. Twitty in the city.
Aloha.
Back at it again. Oh, my bad. You good over there?
Nah,
THC?
man, my titties was poking out. I had to. You ever put your shirt on and your titties start poking out? Yeah, I was just making sure that my titty wasn't poking out. It's like it's not even my titty, it's the shirt.
I was getting ready to do this shit spilled. All I hear over there was
Oh yeah, no, because
that's so funny.
that one wrinkle that you get that's right there in the middle. Sometimes
I get it where you got to do the quick pull to make sure they don't see that.
Because if not, it's all up like this. People are like, damn, I thought he lost weight.
Oh, man. Okay, well, clearly you can tell we don't care. Welcome to Twitty in the city, man. This is not how the intro usually goes.
It don't, but hey, I like it.
THC cut.
We right in there.
Bro, when you hear somebody say, uh-oh, it's like, do we need to restart?
Nope,
like,
nope, can't.
What's up? And that's the thing. We was already going, so I was like, I can't help you, bro. We going.
It's good now. It's good.
You good over there?
Yep.
The polo
Everything
smooth out?
Nice, smooth, yeah.
All right. I'm Twitty. That's THC. Stands for The Hawaiian Comedian, but I'm not saying that multiple times on these episodes. First one, last one. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button.
Which they have been doing.
They have.
We appreciate all of y'all coming on
Much
watching
love.
this.
We are going to get to your questions. Last episode, if you heard that one, had to get that off of more so my chest because THC was ticking me off at prices. But the episode before that,
you got mad.
Bro.
You got mad.
I'm a math guy. Logic is logic. And the fact, we're not going to get into it because I'm still heated. You need to watch the end of it. Basically,
You've been mad all week.
This man was trying to convince me that an 8-piece or a 12-piece was too expensive.
Too expensive.
But this fool over here was cool with 2 chicken sandwiches for $5, said he'd buy 4,
yep.
so it'd be 4 for $10.
I'm telling you, them executives and all them owners over there at KFC, they was watching that episode.
They probably
you're gonna see prices change. You know what? I'm telling you,
bro. I just hope
that was a great episode.
I just hope we don't get canceled.
Great.
I think it was great. It was great. I got to figure it out. So we're supposed to be talking new lingo versus our lingo.
Okay.
Because you're a 90s baby. Like, you grew up probably high school.
I'm 80s, 90s, yeah.
You're 80s, 90s. See, I grew up early 2000s. I was born in 92. So I'm a 90s-ish baby, but I was middle school, high school, early 2000s.
See, 92, I was junior. That was my junior year of high school.
You're a 90s. Like, growing up when you had your own way of music and trying to be an adult was 90s and me for 2000. Needless to say, I feel like our lingo might kind of be the same compared to this newer generation.
I know that there's a lot more lingo that's new today that you understand that I have no clue what they say.
A lot more, yes. Do I grasp it? Do I get it? Hell no.
No, but bro, at least you have a road you can take. Somebody will say something to me, and I'm looking at them like, you need to explain that word because I don't want to take it the wrong way. But I'm gonna tell you what it felt like when you said it to me.
Oh man, out here getting into a fight because somebody was trying to say what's up, and you thought they said F.
That happened, That happened when I moved here to Idaho. There's something that they do here that meant something totally different back home.
Oh gosh. Well, you can't say that and not share the story before we get started, or you want to save that. You know what?
Cornhole.
Oh, yeah.
Now, me growing up.
That's a Midwest term, too.
That thing meant something totally different. I'm just saying, like, there was never a game in California called cornhole. Like, that was never out here. It's popular as hell.
Bro, I wish I was a fly when you moved out here. I could just, because it
you know what we called
public.
it? We called it beanbag toss.
Beanbag toss.
That's what we called it.
Yeah. Somebody was just at a bar.
I don't know.
And was like, Sean, you want to cornhole with me?
Nah, it was beanbag toss, man. When I see what they was doing, I was like, what? Why y'all call it that?
Oh, man. Okay. I got a list of words.
Okay.
How do you want to play this out? I think you're going to go with this option. Do you want to try to guess the definition? Or you want me to
in fact, when you say the word, I'm going to ask you to use it in a sentence. That's what I'm going to ask you to do. Because that's how I'm going to find out, like, okay, this is the definition, but there's a lot of definitions to words, but it's pretty much how you put it in context.
See,
I want you to put it in context when you use it. You know the definition.
I might. Some of these I don't, and I should have freaking wrote the example.
If anybody that's watching this, if we're wrong on any of these, please
100% wrong.
Comment on it. Let us know exactly what it was, and we'll bring it up in the next one.
Okay. Snack.
Snack.
Used to describe an attractive person.
What?
Yeah, I'm not lying, bro. Oh, let me hit edit so I know which ones I did.
Ooh.
So in your day, I feel like for me, it was a simple term of she's fine, or she a 10.
That was still referring to a person? Was the word snack?
Yes, for
No, I mean, like when you was growing up. Okay,
no.
okay.
I was
so
giving
that's what
you
you're
my
saying.
word.
That's what it means now.
Yes, a snack is to describe an attractive person.
I'm gonna look at snack
like-
packs differently now. I'm gonna look at them a whole lot. Every time I see a Jello snack pack, I'm gonna be like, hold on. Why is it swirled? Why is it chocolate and vanilla? What kind of snack pack is this?
That's a fine looking snack pack. Maybe this isn't gonna be good.
So
for
this
you.
is really this is snack.
Bro,
That's what it means.
I looked these up.
Bro, when you asked somebody for a snack, you was hungry. That's all I knew. That's how we use the word snack.
Yeah, no, I'm asking you, what would you have used to describe an attractive person? It's not what you would use this word for. It's what was your slang word?
Fine.
Fine.
Yeah. Yo, she's fine. Yo, that's fine.
But
you
couldn't just be like, she's fine. It's fine.
Fine. Yeah, you had to hit that little N-E. It's kind of like that I-N-E. The F was just the start.
It's like saying the word fat. Like, she's fat. It's like, nah, she's fat.
She's fat.
Yeah. I got you.
Even that was after me. Fat was after me.
Yeah. That was my lingo. Okay. Oh, you might know this one.
Okay.
Slay. Describing someone who performs exceptionally well or achieves something impressive.
We say kill it.
Yep.
You killed it. Or killed it.
Yeah.
Like K-I-L-T.
Yeah, you killed it.
You killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes we use the word bomb, like you bombed it.
And we still use that even for stand-up comics. They'll be like, yo, man, how was that show? Yo.
It was bomb.
Boom.
Yeah, it was bomb.
And it's different because, like, as a comedian could bomb.
Right.
Or a comedian, yo, that shit was bomb.
Exactly. It was the same way. How was that test? I bombed it.
When I was growing up, like in the 80s, we say fresh. Yo, that shit is fresh.
Yeah.
That shit is fresh. That shit is bad.
Yep.
That shit is I mean.
We use fire.
When we got into the 90s, that's when people started saying dope. Everything is dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
I never was a dope. I was like a cool or a bet.
Like most folks, they know I'm from Cali just because I use the word hella.
Like, see, I thought hella was also an East Coast thing.
Nah, East Coast is they had. I knew a lot of folks from like New York that I served with in the military, and they used mad. Everything was mad. Yo, it's mad cold out here, son.
Yeah.
Yo, there's mad people out here, yo.
That's true. East Coast North, East Coast Southern.
Y'all said hella?
Was more hella.
Really?
Yeah, that's how we decided. If you said was mad or mad, it was like you from the North.
See, most people used to tell me that I was from Cali because I used the word hella.
Yeah, no. If you would have came to the East Coast in Virginia and said that, I'd been like, oh yeah, he's from the East Coast.
Yeah, but if I would have went just a little bit up north and hit New York,
you would have been. They would have been like,
because I did shows in Philadelphia, and I had cats that came over from New York, and they were like the DJ.
Dope. Yeah,
and they were using words too. Like they used one that I stopped because he looked at me and he was like, yo, it's mad brick out here, son.
Yep.
And I'm like, what is brick? What is that brick? What is brick?
It's bodies.
And he's like, yo, it's mad brick. It's cold, man. Like it hits you in the face like a brick. Yo, it's mad brick, son.
Yep.
And I'm like, first of all, I'm older than you. Don't ever call me son. Like
that's another term, son.
Son. What's up, son?
What up, son? Oh, went on lock. Okay, let's go. Oh, this one. Oh, a simp.
I think that just says it right there in the middle of it. I don't think that means anything else. I think they actually took that word from back in the day, even before my time. That word still meant simp. Simp is a simp is a simp is a simp.
It's not.
What is it?
Used to describe someone
who
does things for someone they're attracted to in an attempt to start dating.
I think that happened after social media. I think that definition changed. It still kind of means the same thing. But
it's when I looked it up, it said it's been this way at least since 2024.
Well, yeah, which was last year.
I guess you're right.
Yeah, that wasn't like.
I guess we're only.
If you would have
said
said back since 1987, then I'd have been like, yeah. But you like, hey, it's been like that way since 3 months ago,
beginning of last year, early last year.
So 1 year ago.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like we've been in 2025.
I mean, I think that social media is what changed that definition.
Yeah, that one is kind of.
But to me, a simp is a simp is a simp. I mean, if you mad because I said simp.
Rightfully. It ain't a good word.
No, it's not. It's not a good word.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Yap. Gossip or chatting excessively.
Still mean the same.
Yep, you yapping at
You
the
yapping,
mouth.
always yapping.
Did you have like a grandma or auntie that would say that you just yapping at the mouth or you yapping at your nose?
Oh yeah, especially for me. I heard all of that yapping, talkative, every chatterbox. Like I heard
chatterbox.
Chatterbox. Always wanted to spit in your gums.
Yep.
Why you keep spitting your gums? Like I've heard every type of talkative
term
description you can hear was all.
That's a no.
Bro, that was on my report card. Like everything. I think chatterbox was on my report card.
Did you have the yellow report card growing up?
Oh,
it was yellow and it was folded.
That was only because you took the top copy.
Yeah.
That you had. I got the green and the pink before too, where I got all of them in together. Yeah, I used all that, and you had to get them signed. Yeah, you got to bring them back in. Yeah,
proof that your parents saw.
Oh
if
yeah,
not, they called the very next day.
Mm-hmm.
I hated having to. And your parents knew when that was coming out too.
You know what though? At least we had a day to think about it. Like nowadays, kids.
You didn't have a day.
Right. Nowadays, that comes in the email to the parents. Like the kids don't even got to touch this no more.
Oh, you're saying, like you found out in the morning.
Yeah.
You had all day.
Yeah, you had all day to get that to you. Your parents didn't know until you got home. Because it was stapled on your shirt. That's how your parents sent you home with it. They make sure your report card going home. Yep, they're gonna staple that sumbitch right there on top of your shirt. Your shit's all messed up, and then you gotta go home. You gotta take it, but now you're gonna take that shit off. You're gonna fold it up. You're gonna put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
You're gonna wait till later. You can't do that now. These kids can't do. They don't even know that you got it. By the time the kids got home, they're like, "Hey, I got this thing from your guidance counselor, from your teacher, from your principal, from your vice principal. Why is everybody calling me, telling me you 30 seconds late to class?"
That is true. Yeah, if you was late, you just had to figure out how to just not be late for the whole day.
I was in the bathroom. I was just, I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't hear the bell.
That is true, bro. You can't get away with
nothing nowadays.
You
Kids,
can't plot.
I would not change my days going to school. If I had to live like them, I'd have been caught every day. I'd have been in trouble every day.
Oh, bro, you would have been. I think there was one time I waited a whole extra day to get my report card.
Yeah, because you
had time.
But you had time. You had time to figure that out, especially when the teacher gave you the deadline. I need to have these in by Wednesday.
Yep.
Then you could be like, okay, you gave it to us on Monday.
Yep.
So I got till Wednesday morning or Tuesday night before I got to say anything.
Then you could lie to the teacher, and she'd be like, where's your report card?
And they would do that the next day. Are you turning it in?
You'd be like, I left it on the desk, but my mom signed it. So then you knew, like, all right, I told my teacher this, so I got to tell mom tonight.
It kind of put a stamp, like, to keep the teacher from going, do I need to call her?
Yes.
Oh, she signed it already. You just forgot it.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't need to call her.
Yes.
Yeah. See, we found ways to do that. Kids cannot do that today.
But you knew, though, that night then you had to really have your plan in because you couldn't come back the next day and say, I forgot it.
Yeah, you fell asleep the first night. You was like, I feel good because I can put this off for one more day. Crashed out. Next day, we was in straight up like panic mode. Yo, yeah, it was game. You couldn't concentrate on doing nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Leave it at home. Try to go in your backpack. Be like, I thought it was in. You know what? She signed it this morning, and I was late for the bus.
Yep.
I was late. You strategically would be late, too. You would be late, so you had an excuse for your first period teacher.
Correct.
To be like, he was late, so he probably didn't go and have his breakfast and his Pop-Tart. So he had to, like, yeah, you thought it out.
But you also knew she was taking away the excuses that you could have next time you seen her.
Yeah, you was. You pretty much was giving yourself
You was giving everything up. You was throwing.
You gave everything.
You was giving everything up while you was trying to buy time. That's how we bought time by just giving. Okay, I tell you what. I'm gonna let you know she signed it. I've been late and I've been. Come on, girl, help me out. Help me out.
Oh, bro, said you just threw it all out there. All right, here's one. Okay. This one I think is the same.
What's that?
I think you said it a few minutes ago. Bet. Yeah.
You know,
express agreement, confirmation, or understanding.
See, that's after me.
Really?
Yeah, like bet. We never said bet back. Like I mean,
for show?
That was for show was always there, but that was for everybody that was trying to. I don't know. There's certain in certain neighborhoods, your dialect comes from everybody that you around, but you still have a choice on how you want to present it.
So what would you say?
Like for me, like if you said like
if he was agreeing, if I was like, yo, Chinese at A, you down?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay. That's if you like Sean or you like hey HC, you want to do this, you want to do this. I'm like, I'm good. I'm down.
Gotcha.
Or I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah, bet was for my generation.
Bet to me seems like it's kind of your side.
Yeah, it was between bet and for show.
Well, for show
for
came
show.
like we use that on the east on the West Coast in California and certain places, but it was funny because most of the people that used it had a certain
Confused. Wait, for show or bet?
for show
Gotcha.
because they wouldn't say it like for show. They would say it like for show, for show.
Yeah.
So they had a certain demean about the character in which they was playing in today's neighborhood, which you find all kind of people in the neighborhood.
I would say in the hood it was bet. It was always bet.
There was some
like,
people that said, but for show was heard the most. You had it said different ways. Like if somebody came up and they was having like a serious conversation, and they was like, "Yo, man, we need to do this. We need to do this," and they would look and they'd be like, "For show, for show, for show, for show." And then you had somebody that was like, "Hey, is it cool?" And they was like, "Oh yeah, for show."
Yeah.
Like there was different ways to do it. Anytime I heard somebody say that way. I don't know. From where I'm from, like it felt like you was playing a character every time
for
you was
saying
like
for show.
what the way you said it, like
Saying
you
for show or just saying anything for show. Bet I'm good.
or anything, but you kind of put like a little twang to it, like oh yeah for sure.
Well, yeah, because each one had to be different.
Yeah.
Like for me growing up, if I had to go help a friend with a fight, he'd be like, "Yo, I fucked up." Like.
Lingo
this
Lingo
dude's coming is like, yeah, bet. Like I'll be there to put hands on somebody.
See, and
or if it was like, yo, we going to the arcade, Tasha gonna be there. Can you help me out with her friend?
For sure,
like
for
bet.
sure.
Yeah, bet. Or it'd be like bet. Like I'll be the third man to help you out.
You know what?
Bet.
You know what it is? I think it's because I think the seriousness in any lingo that you speak, and I think this is for anything, whether you're from the 80s, from the 90s, from the 2000s, whatever. This is your spot. I think that you emphasize more when you say it over and over and over and over again. Like if you come to me and you like, can you do this? And I'm like, yo, for sure. Like this is happening.
Yeah.
Like it's going down. But if I'm just like you said, like you like bet. Like when you look up, you go, okay, bet.
Yeah.
Like when somebody goes, you gonna help? Yeah, for sure.
And see, for me growing up, if you had to repeat it, I couldn't count on you.
Oh,
if you repeated it several times, that at least in my circle of my true, I could count on you. Yeah, if you said it multiple times, it was like you don't want to be there. See, I don't need you. Perfect example. Had to help my friend in a fight. He came. It was like 5 of us. Typical night, hanging out, playing Madden. This dude wanted to fight, and he was like, "All right, then meet me outside my house."
Okay.
And he came to me, and he was like, "Yo." He was like, what's his face gonna probably be here in a minute. I told him show up. I don't know how many it's gonna be. And he was like, y'all down? And I looked at him, I was like, bet. Kept playing. We had this one friend, was always a flake. He was like, bet, let's do it. Yeah, bet. I'm like, nah, bro.
Oh, see, that was a talker.
You gonna be the person that get out there and flee or just stay your ass inside. So to us, if you was down, it was a bet. Like, don't gotta ask me again. And if you ask me again, I'd be like, what did I say?
See,
I said bet.
I would say it more than once, but when I said it more than once, I was looking you in your eyes. That's how you knew. I usually be the first one to go.
Same.
When my boys would come in and be like, Sean, look, this is gonna happen. You know, I grab, hey, for sure. It's on.
Yeah.
It's done.
And see, I was
It's
like,
done.
the eye contact and the one time you knew.
Yeah. And usually when it came, I knew what was happening. Like I didn't have to have them tell me what was happening. I knew. I could tell. And I didn't wait for them. I was like, they knew when I went, they was going.
Right.
And we'd go. Bah, 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 bah. People were like,
growing
what the
up,
hell?
if
like,
you
go.
said it more than once, you was flaking.
Yeah.
Now, if it was, hey, can you go to bowling alley?
You know what
I
it was?
Like, bet. And it's like, bro, be serious. And I was like, bet.
It was we knew who was not in. This is how we knew. When we was on the way there, when it was like, okay, there they are, here we are, it's happening. Like there's no room, there's no reason to talk right now. None.
No.
But that one person when you walking up, there's that, you know who I'm talking about. When you walking up, you got 4 of you. And there's that one, when you just about to come, there's that one being that turn around and look at everybody and goes, we really doing this? Like that one person, that's how you know. He's like, oh, it's you. We know you.
That's Mr. Repeat.
Yeah, are we doing this? We really doing this? We really doing this?
Bet. And then you get, it's like, all right, so... So who's taking who? It's like, bro, it ain't no who's taking who.
No, there's no who's no.
If
it's
he
just
gets
go.
swung on, you take the person
If he's
next.
in front of you, down.
Yes.
Done. And it's so funny because like I'm the dude when we're going and it's go time, if you turn around and you gotta ask me, are we really doing this? I will tell you to leave. Because I don't need you in this right now. Because
I wouldn't tell you to leave.
I tell him to leave. I mean, or I throw him in the front first. Let them hit it so I can go. Nah, I wouldn't do that to him. I tell him to leave. I can't depend on him.
I was gonna say,
I can't depend on
you
him.
was gonna let them get sleep so they just be out the way, but you pick their ass up after.
When I used to watch 300, I wanted Leonidas to take that little dude that betrayed him. I wanted him to go first. I wanted him to go, be like, you know what, just try. We behind you.
Just take him.
Show us what you can do.
Oh, gosh.
Because I mean, because if you don't, sometimes you got to be put in situations to wake up. If you really serious about what you say, when you come up to somebody and you do it, and you got to put up, it's time to put up. Shut your mouth.
Well, yeah.
But I'm gonna know who you are. I'm gonna know who you are.
Yeah,
especially
but
if you near me, I'm gonna know who you are.
I don't got time to be testing it when I might really need.
But that's what I'm saying. If I'm already at the point where I really need you, and you turning back looking at me, and you got questions, you can't have questions when we're 3 feet from throwing.
Yeah,
you can't.
I can't.
There's no more questions.
Because it's a true strategy.
But when you look at me and you go, we really doing that? Nah, you not in, and I can't depend on you.
Yeah, then I have to start doing my own math.
Yes.
Like, okay.
Yes.
So if I'm on this dude,
now
I gotta
now
start
you thought
looking
you had
around.
one, you have two now.
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
That's why I'm throwing you in front of the one.
But he's still gonna get
It don't matter. He gonna get in though. He in it. You already walked this far. We 3 feet from it. You can't just back out now. No, we go.
You can have him be in the getaway car. Actually, not
Let's
back
go.
then. He was walking. We was walking. Couldn't take the car. Bro, say you just gonna throw. Good to know. Don't ask AC if we doing this.
Oh, don't. Nope.
Get mad.
We 3 feet from this, and you already tell you got questions. How you got questions 3 feet, but you didn't have questions back when we was talking about getting together? Oh, you walking around talking about bet.
See, that's why when they repeat, you're like, I already can't count on him.
Oh, bet. Then when we 3 feet, you talking about we doing this? What? Nah, we come here to play cards.
Yeah. I didn't invite you to hold hands, and this is gonna be a cordial invite.
No, it's on. Once it's on, it's on.
All right, what about this one? I feel.
Go ahead.
You've been shocking me with some of them. I use this one not a lot. Bussin'. You used to describe something as amazing or really good.
That's East Coast.
Yeah, we use bussin' or fire or that slapped.
Yeah, we used.
Did you use? I feel like slap was an East Coast thing too.
We said hard. Yo, that is hard.
That was in there, but it was fire or it slapped.
Nah, we didn't start using slap till like after, I would say, like in the 90s, where people were like, that kind of it went towards the music. It's when you had slap, like, oh, your car's got slap, or your music has got slap. Like slap was music because it was that bass that came in.
See, we would say,
which is what I still do on my truck. Like my bass comes in like boom.
Yeah. See, I would say
slapping.
You would say that's thumping. Or
we said thumping, we said thumping, we said bumping. Slapping was the most.
I don't know I can't remember if we used slap to refer. I mean, we probably did, referring to a car and, like you said, speakers, but it usually was with food.
See, what I call it is my slanguage. I got my slanguage from listening to E40, because E40 was from my town, from Vallejo, California.
Yeah, he set the way.
So he had this language. He called people sahibs. Well, nobody knew what a sahib was.
Yeah.
But that's how he used to speak. But slapping was his word. He'd be like, slapping in the trunk, and you'd be like, yeah. So everybody started saying slapping.
Yeah. See, I remember slapping.
Or knocking.
We use knocking for bass.
Yeah.
I remember slapping because I would sometimes say it to my boy's mom. I'd be like, Miss Quick, man, that food was slapping. And she'd be like, excuse me? That was very delicious.
Dude, my boy
That's
Jimmy.
how I remember slapping, because I would get in trouble. Like, man, Mom, that meatloaf was slapping. It was what? It was good.
It was very good.
Yeah,
ma'am.
It was very good. And my mom would be like, yeah, don't make me slap you. I'd be like, damn it.
Yeah. And
So
it's
that's
like,
how I remember slapping, because I would get in trouble.
my buddy Jimmy from Vacaville, California, he was the one that used to always say knocking though. Cause like if it didn't knock, he would tell you. He'd come up and be like, hey, how come your shit ain't knocking? You should be knocking. Or if I put the knocks in there, like when he heard it, we would say stuff like if we liked it, we would call it filthy. We'd be like, that's filthy. He'd come up and be like, he's knocking.
Nasty. That's nasty.
Or if we seen something, we would give that like if we liked it, we would put our hands on our mouth and we'd be like, ooh.
Oh yeah, you got to put the ooh.
Look at that. That's clean.
Yeah,
Like,
clean was one.
clean was number. Still, I still use clean.
Clean, nasty. It had to be after the ooh.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because then it specifies
That's
it's not just
clean.
clean. Like that's clean. Like
That's
ooh,
clean.
that's
Yeah.
clean.
And he'd come up, that's knocking. Or he'd be like, hoo, 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 hoo. Like he'd have that hoo, hoo.
Why did everybody have that one friend that
'Cause
everybody else would do the one phrase, but they had to have their
It's
own?
the universe. That's how it works. The universe works like that. You got to have this. You got different walks of life, but you know what? It's the same rotation.
But you was never mad at that person. Like you'd be like,
No.
of course that's such and so. But
Yeah.
you'd be like, ooh, that's slap. Like, ooh, that's
Yeah, you
knocking.
start
And
noticing.
he'd
You
be
pick it up quick. Yeah, you be
that's
picking it up
rocking.
quick. Like you
It's like, Rodney, why you gotta laugh, bro?
Right, it's
Just do
weird
a,
because
ugh.
you'll be around some people that you're supposed to act like in a very professional way.
Yep.
And you see something and automatically you be like, ooh, that's clean. And they all look at you and you're like, oh, I'm sorry.
That's
Very
nice.
It's very nice. It's very nice. And as soon as they walk, you're like, hoo, 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 hoo.
Yeah, but you could count on Rodney. He wouldn't care. Rodney
Yeah.
would be. It didn't matter if he was in the suit or in his drawers.
Dude, same as Jimmy. Like Jimmy would do it and everybody would look at him and Jimmy would actually tap fools next to him. Well, you don't think so? You don't think so? That's clean,
Yeah.
fool. That's clean.
Before you could
What's
answer,
wrong with you?
Before you could answer, he'd be like, I know it's clean. You just don't want to say that.
Exactly. You just don't want to be in. That's you scared. You scared.
Your little punk ass.
Your little punk ass. You scared coming in here. You know it's clean. Shut up. I was like, shout out to Jimmy, man. That's my dude, man.
And
I
then
miss that
afterwards,
cat.
when you was in private, like, bro, it was clean. Then why did you say something?
Yep.
Don't be talking to me afterwards.
real, for real.
That's that dude be like, bet.
But yeah, exactly. We really doing this? We really doing this?
Rodney and Jimmy, you could count on them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
All right, man. I got more on the list, but I think the rest of these are pretty just like one is Sneaky Link, Lore, Rizz, Yastified.
Yastified.
Yeah, we'll end it on this one. Yastified.
Yastified.
To be glamorized, overdone, or made fabulous in an over-the-top way.
Well, that.
The thing is, when I saw that word, I was like, I don't know what the F I would say to
Well, if you
describe
said
that.
something to me like that, I think you was talking about a Harry Potter movie.
Yastified.
100%. I thought you casted a spell.
When
If you
you
walked
got
up, you like,
in,
you yastified? Like, hold on. What tripped me out one time was that my son, because he's in his 20s, he just turned 20s. Josh is younger, but he used the word drip one time. I told him, I said,
thought
how
your
does this look?
faucet
He was
was-
like, yeah. He was like, yo, that looks drip. And I'm like, oh, what, do I need a towel? Like, what does this mean? Like, what does drip mean?
I know I shouted. I put too much.
I mean, I know I'm old, but damn, am I that old now where shit's dripping around here? Like,
My wife, luckily, she will come to me because she's an 8th grade English teacher. And so she'll come to me with certain terms and I'll look at her, or she'll come to me and be like, I got to tell you what the new word is. And I would look at her and I'd be like, what is that even supposed to mean?
right.
Like, I can't even think. Like, Rizz is one.
What is Rizz?
Rizz is short for charmism used to describe someone who has game.
Oh, well, see, we
Like,
just
you
said you
spit
had game.
You got game? No, you got
Game
Rizz.
was just how we said it. We didn't say no Rizz.
Yeah, it's Rizz.
Man, see that?
Like,
that's,
yo, HC went to go talk to that girl. He got her number, bro. That was mad Rizz.
That's stupid. That's stupid.
That was the first slang term that I was behind on.
You
I
was,
didn't-
Sean?
Yeah, I didn't know. Like, my brother was saying it, and I was like, "What did you just say?"
Rizz, yeah,
And
bro,
I've, like-
it's
Yeah, it's short for charisma. Or
Yeah,
Nah, we
taking off
just
that.
said game. You had game.
Yeah.
She's got game. He's got game. You got game.
or we would say that's bold. Like, that's bold.
Man, even Spike Lee agreed. He made a movie called He Got Game. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was, man.
Hey, somebody
Rizz?
wants to make a bootleg. The bootleg could be he got Rizz.
If you would have walked up to me and asked me if I had Rizz, I would have looked at you and be like, I don't eat that kind of candy. I don't like that kind of candy. It just pisses out my mouth. I don't like that kind of candy.
Is that
Rizz.
candy for real?
It sound like it, don't it?
I thought it'd be short for like, do you got a razor? Like, you got a Rizz? I'm like, I don't got no razor.
And you ain't supposed to be asking nobody for a razor
Bro
either.
said I don't eat that. But you wouldn't even be confident
I'm
if they're
telling
talking
you.
about candy. You just be
Hey,
like,
I was told that my clothes was drip, so I was like, I don't even know what that means.
Oh, snap. Bro. You that one person when you don't know somebody using a big word, it's like, I don't eat that, I don't do that, I don't know what that is, but I don't got it.
And I'm that old where I can actually look at your face and tell you these things.
Proudly.
To where they would go, I'm so sorry, sir.
He said, I don't eat that type of candy.
Man, you got Rizz. What? I ain't got no Rizz. What are you talking about? Because I'm thinking about that fizz candy. You ever had that fizz candy? And the fizz, it fizz up in your mouth. It's like green, and there's a purple one. And there's one, so when you go, you got Rizz. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm like, nah, dude, I don't carry that kind of candy. That stuff get all over your face.
Oh,
You're
God.
thinking of Razzles.
Razzles. Thank you,
There
Sean.
you go.
Thank you.
It started with an R.
Yeah.
Bro said, I don't eat that type of candy. That's your safe word. I don't eat
that kind of candy. No, my safe word is Rizz. If you hear Rizz, leave me alone.
Leave you alone.
Leave me alone. Rizz.
Oh, man. All right, yo. Another episode. Oh, I'm out of breath, yo. It's hot in here.
Yo, remember, like and subscribe,
Yes.
man. Keep
Do
that
my
algorithm
job.
going. You guys are doing great. I appreciate every single one of you that
next
came
episode,
on.
we got to get to some questions because there's some good ones out there.
Yep.
I think the next two, we got to hit some questions. So
Good to go.
let's just hope between now and the next one, AC doesn't tick me off and we got to have another.
Nah,
food
he's over
one.
that chicken thing now. He's
Not.
over it.
I'm not.
He'll be
fact
over
you
it.
got 2 freaking chicken sandwiches. You cool with that for 2 for $5?
You know what's funny? As soon as we got done with that episode, I went
No.
out. Yeah, I went out and got me 2 chicken sandwiches.
This fool. Till next time, we out.